I'm going to talk about why is stress management important and why we need to and how can we manage our stress in our day-to-day lives and what are the different signs and symptoms of stress, and how to identify the signs and symptoms of stress and why is it important to identify such signs. So we all know that we are not maintaining a proper work-life balance. Sometimes we are mixing up our work pressures at home into our personal life and our personal problems into our work. So everything is getting mixed up, and that is causing all the trouble, especially when you're carrying your stress at work. You tend to be irritated. You tend to be very angry on your family members, and vice versa. So this is something we need to draw a line in between and have a limit to what we are going to extend our emotions, negative emotions, especially like anger or hatred or any kind of aggression. All these things needs to be addressed. So we need to draw a boundary to you know make sure that nothing is mixed up. So why is this work-life balance important? In order to maintain, peace of mind and also to increase productivity at work, and also to have a good and happy family life, personal life, you need to maintain this work-life balance. So most of the times we are not able to do this because, like I said, we are mixing both personal and professional life. So always remember that the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. So sometimes we do not schedule our priorities, but we prioritize what's on your schedule, which is going to cause some trouble. So what are the causes of stress? So main thing is, excessive working time or overtime at the office. Sometimes you're overburdened with your work and you tend to finish that work at your home. It should be avoided. And having a very toxic environment and a workplace culture where you're pressurized or overburdened with everything, that also causes stress. Family issues and personal problems also are a major cause of stress. Social media, we tend to overlook or we tend to get addicted to the social media, Instagram, X, Facebook, YouTube, everything, every negative stuff on such platforms causes a lot of stress. So limit the usage of social media. And lack of coping skills, coping mechanisms. If you are having good coping mechanisms, you can solve a problem very easily. If you are not having good coping mechanisms, you cannot solve a problem easily, or you tend to get very anxious while solving a problem or finding a solution to a problem. So these are the signs of stress that you need to identify. One most important thing is disturbed sleep at night, having frequent headaches every now and then, starting your day with a lot of headache, or by the end of the day, you feel a lot of headache on either one side or two sides. You also feel exhausted, tired, very low on energy, and having low food intake or excessive food intake are also signs of stress. Anger. So, anger outbursts. So, anger outbursts, even for minor and trivial issues. Sometimes, whenever you have a small argument or something which you're not liking it, your colleague or your partner is doing something which is bothering you, you tend to get very distressed and angry very easily. These are all signs of stress. And low mood and decreased concentration levels at your work, at your home, everywhere. While you're having a conversation with your friends, you tend to divert very easily. And excessive crying, even for small trivial issues, also, or if you're watching a movie, even for a small emotional stuff, you tend to cry. Having very bad dreams in your sleep, that is nightmares. Nightmares will also be a sign of stress. Reduced libido, having low sexual desires and not able to have interest in sexual activity with your partner is also a sign of stress. So, when to consult a psychiatrist? Whenever you tend to have all these signs and symptoms of stress and you're not able to manage on your own or through lifestyle modifications, you need to see a psychiatrist. So, many times, stress can lead to different types of mental illnesses like depression, anxiety, phobias, or OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, or addiction disorders, or sleep disorders, or sexual dysfunctions. All these can occur because of untreated stress. Always remember these three things in mind, that is awareness, balance, and control. Awareness of yourself and your surroundings. You need to be very much aware of what you're doing, of what your surroundings are, and maintain balance between your professional and personal life. Third thing is control, having control over your emotions, thoughts, and feelings. So there are different types of mental illnesses, which I already told you about, like depression, anxiety, obsessive compulsive disorder, schizophrenia, bipolar affective disorder, addiction disorders, autism and attention deficit hyperactivity disorders right from childhood, intellectual disability, that is having low intelligence levels, sexual disorders, especially male sexual dysfunction or female sexual dysfunction, sleep disorders, having difficulty in falling asleep or maintaining good quality of sleep throughout the night, or intermittent awakenings, or you also might wake up very early in the morning, not able to get back to sleep again. So there are different sleep disorders and also personality disorders. So how to maintain work-life balance? Maintaining work-life balance is very crucial. Like I said, most of your problems will actually get sorted out at your work and your home. You can maintain proper balance in your life, both mentally and as well as physically. Having proper planning and scheduling is very important. Schedule your day properly and work towards it. No work at home policy after working hours. Suppose your shift is from 9 to 4, you're allowed to work only for 9 to 4, not after 4 o'clock. So, this is something which every company should follow. Time management, finishing things on time after scheduling. This time management will actually help you in many ways. Having a healthy lifestyle, exercise every day, good diet, proper nutritious diet regularly, including dry fruits and fruits every day, and avoid substances in the form of alcohol or cigarette smoking or any other substances like cannabis, opioids, excessive caffeine intake or excessive tea intake also. Flexible work timings is something that every one of you should look forward. Encourage hobbies. If you are interested in your, uh, you know, continuing or pursuing your hobbies, you should also do that. Paid leaves. Having paid leaves, maternity and paternity leaves, work from home policy. Sometimes hybrid model is also found to be very productive. It will improve your mental health of your employees also. So also take time to time feedbacks from your employees. Team building activities will actually improve, the bonding between your teammates or your colleagues, and you might also observe that productivity can increase because of these team building activities. Having fun clubs in your offices itself, having a pet friendly office also could, boost up your mental health. So, what are the consequences of having a healthy work life balance? You can have increased productivity and job satisfaction. You can be free from negative stress. You can have lesser family conflicts. You might be having a good peace of mind if you are having a good work life balance. Financial stability is one thing, reduce burnout rates, and reduce mental health and physical health issues. How to manage stress? Maintaining a daily routine is very important. Like I said, start your day with some exercises, at least half an hour to 1 hour. Have breakfast on time, have lunch on time, and have dinner as early as possible, not in the late hours. Good sleep, at least for 7 to 8 hours every night, is very important. Less than 6 hours or less or more than 9 hours can be a sign of stress. Exercise every day, like I said, half an hour to 1 hour. Eat healthy, socialize with your friends and family, reduce mobile phone usage, minimize the negative content on media and news, etc. This can also reduce your stress. So, how do you gain freedom from stress? Always remember to be grateful about whatever you're having in your life. Accept life as it is. Enjoy your life, enjoy your present moment, and do good to others. Do social service, social activities will actually make you feel great and grateful about the present things that you have in your life. Have positive thinking, encourage only positive thinking. Negative thoughts keep on coming into your mind, but whenever you replace those negative thoughts with a positive thought, then eventually it will reduce. Learn to forgive and move on. That's very important. Lastly, control your anger or any other negative emotions. So, if you cannot do or follow all these things, you can be very free from stress. And lastly, I would like to conclude that don't confuse having a career with having a life, because career is just part of life. In life, you have various other things also. You have family, friends, and many other opportunities in your life. So don't waste or don't predominate your career with all of these things. Career is just a part of your life. Your job is just part of your life. Money is just part of your life. So always remember that. And thank you.